freedom lies beyond the mind. Everything is possible when you go beyond the mind. The mind is a tool, which in its rightful place is an instrument that serves the self, a timeless and therefore historyless blank or blind instrument that takes direction from Source or God, the God you are. In its current position, it has also become the personal identity of who you believe you are, and in that shift in perception, the infinite became tiny, cloistered, and fearfully grasping onto what it believes is its meager share of limited resources. From this position of limitation, it naturally became warring. The mind has taken over the job of direction, and this is the meaning of the phrase, the blind leading the blind. No peace march or peace treaty, made by your mind or other minds, can shift what is hardwired into the mind's limited belief system as a sovereign and separated identity. Protect what I have at all costs is its motto. Over time, born of the belief in separation, it has accumulated a vast database of information, which it draws on and uses to imitate infinite knowledge, and validate its false existence as the God of and as your individual identity. Letting go of a mind-directed life, dying to your personal identity, that is a terrifying prospect for everyone, until the life it offers becomes intolerable. This is accomplished through pain and suffering, the divine discontent, the enormous gift given to you itself from your God self to direct your way home. Even if your life is hard, but you're only mildly miserable, you'll still choose to remain under the thumb of the tyrant of the mind. Your existence must become totally intolerable before you'll make the unequivocal ultimate choice, the choice to be truly and totally free. In the new so-called New Age, which is now ending along with the tyranny of the mind, millions of freedom-oriented people have unknowingly used spirituality to try and make their personal identities, that is, their mind-body experiences, more tolerable or comfortable. It's been a band-aid on the cancer of limitation molded by the blind leadership of the mind. Quickly now, the cheery-faced, blissed-out, everything-is-beautiful masks are being eroded away by the festering anguish of the truth, unexplored. Finally, the agonizing misery of separation from Source is collectively reaching the breaking point of intolerance, and a high-pitched scream is rising from the Source. Enough. I must be free, no matter what. It is here that the authentic and transparent truth is released, as you are sufficiently humbled and strengthened to look at and feel every lie the mind has stored away in its vaults, claiming them to be aspects of who you are. Then follows a blinding revelation, as the hidden lies surface along with the never-ending torments that have plagued your body and mind and the world experiences on thousands of levels. They become exposed and naked, shivering in their insignificance. You have thought them terrible cloaked demons you could not possibly face. Now to discover that they are timid shadows like the Wizard of Oz when the curtain is pulled away, exposing the empty hollowness of the monster he projected on the screen of consciousness. The mind exposed as the fraud it has been is a wonderful moment. You can never return to littleness, unworthiness, and self-hatred when this occurs. God is heart-mind. That is what life is. God-mind is light, which is pure information, truth. This is not the human mind, the illusion of a separated self. God-heart is unconditional love. The human heart-mind talks much about unconditional love, but as long as a single finger is pointed out there, at anything, it remains locked in the mind of personal identity, and the conditional love that emanates from it. Again, this is the blind leading the blind. Pointing to others or circumstances as the cause of discord lies at the very core of the belief in separation. There are no others. Everyone and everything is you, projected on the screen of your conscious awareness, and you always experience what you believe you are. Believe in separation, and life gives you what you ask for, as much as you can stand until you say, enough. Believe that you are God, I am that I am, and life will validate this truth in your every experience. When this freedom occurs, everything is possible. 2,000 more years of pain and suffering was required to bring the collective consciousness of separation and individual identities to the threshold of truth. And now here we are, on our knees, many of us, open to our total freedom, beyond the mind.